We'll start standing in mountain pose, feet hips width distance apart. Shift your weight back and forth a few times, finding your center of balance directly in between the feet. Inhaling deeply through the nose, reach the arms up high. And exhale, bringing the hands through heart center. Take another of those deep breaths, focusing on really slowing down both the breath and your heart rate. Then meeting back in mountain pose, step your right foot back, planting the foot at about a 45-degree angle and bending the left knee, coming into Warrior One. Inhale the arms up high above the head, keeping a strong foundation in your legs and pelvis. Draw the right hip forward and your left hip back, feeling that nice stretch through the right hip flexor. Exhaling, bring the hands to heart center, shift the weight forward onto the left foot and raise the right leg up, returning to Tadasana. Inhale again deeply, exhaling through heart center, then step the left foot back, planting the foot at a 45-degree angle and bending the right knee, coming into Warrior One. Once again, you can either raise the arms up high or keep the hands at heart center and just focus on your foundation. Draw the left hip forward, right hip traces back, stretching through the left hip flexor. On your next exhale, shift the weight up onto your right foot, pick up the back leg, and bring your left foot to meet the right in Tadasana, mountain pose. Now heel-toe your feet apart, widening the stance at least mat's width distance apart. Rotating your right foot away from the body, place your hands on your hips and start to draw the hips over to the left. Extend the arms, energetically pulling your right fingers and left hip in opposite directions. Create as much space as you can through your right side, then rotate your torso, bending to the right with your left fingers pointing toward the sky. Keep breathing deeply in through the nose, out through the mouth. And with control, come back to a standing position. Now rotate your left foot away from the body, place the hands back on the hips, and start to pull your hips toward the right. Extend the arms, energetically drawing your left fingertips and your right hip in opposite directions. Create space through the left side, then rotate your torso over, drawing the right hand up to the sky. Remembering to breathe deeply, in through the nose and out through the mouth. And on your next inhale, come on back up to center. Then place the hands back on the hips and hinge forward at the waist, folding over with a flat back. Release the hands down to the ground and just let your upper body hang heavy for a few breaths. Then rotate your left foot away from the body, shifting your weight to the left side and dropping the right knee to come into a low lunge. Shift your weight forward, making sure the knee doesn't go in front of the foot, and sit as deeply into the lunge as you comfortably can. Take long, deep breaths, slowing the breath down. And then on your next exhale, shift your weight back into the hips, flexing the left foot, breathing deeply into this stretch along the back of your legs. And now move your left foot back, coming to a brief tabletop. And step the right foot forward, keeping the left knee planted, settling once again into a low lunge. Make sure the knee doesn't go in front of the toes, and sit as deeply into the lunge as you can, remembering to breathe. And on the next exhale, shift your weight back into the hips once again, flexing the right foot, breathing into that deep stretch along the back of the right leg. Inhaling, step the right foot back into tabletop, and then come to a seated position with the soles of your feet touching. Take a few deep breaths while butterflying the knees up and down, feeling this nice stretch through the hips and the groin muscles. Take a deep breath in, growing tall through the spine and folding forward, noticing how the stretch changes in your hips. And only go so far as you feel comfortable, backing off if you feel any sharp pain. On your next inhale, bring the upper body back up and extend your legs straight out in front of you. Take a deep breath in, sweeping the arms high overhead, and then let the upper body drape over the legs. Bend the knees as much as you need to in order to grab hold of your toes. And now, using your breath as a tool, look forward and lengthen the spine on the inhale. On the exhale, trying to maybe straighten the knees and fold forward a little bit deeper. Repeat this process a few more times at the pace of your own breath, lengthening and finding space on the inhale, deepening on the exhale. And on your next exhale, release the feet and gradually start rolling up through the spine, letting your head hang heavy. Now we'll close out our practice with one more deep inhale, sweeping the arms up overhead, finishing with hands at heart center.